Hi guys, I've heard you have to create a survey for your English class, right? Well, I'm gonna teach you how to use a wonderful tool with Google to create great surveys which you can send to as many people as you want. Do you wanna learn? Join me. We are going to get into our Google account and we are going to look for Google Forms. Now you have to open a new document, change the title. Well, here I have to tell you something. Since you are going to survey people who do not speak English, you'll have to create your form in Spanish. But bear in mind that the form you have to send me will have to be in English, so you will have to make a second version of it in English. Now, in this space over here, you can write a brief description of your survey. It's just a way to explain why you need people to answer your questions, so you can also use it to convince them politely to use just 5 minutes of their time to help you. Let's see now how you can create your questions. Well, click on the question itself, and here on your left you can see you have many different options, many different types of questions. So as you can see, you have short answers, you have multiple choice, you have checkboxes, drop down. Let's choose short answers. The first thing you have to do is typing your question. Don't forget to turn this required button on. And now we are going to create a second question. Something I forgot to tell you before is that when you are making a survey, it is very important for you to know the age of the respondents, because you will have to write a report afterwards. So your results will be much better if you know the age of the people who answer your survey. So make that question the first one in your questionnaire and use the multiple options format to present the information. You don't have to include so many options in your survey, but be careful to include the ages of all the people you have planned to send the survey to. Now let's see how you can create a multiple option question for people to choose only one. Write your question, and now you have to include as many options as you want people to have. Don't forget to turn on this little button over here. Let's add a new question. This time we are going to choose checkbox. In this case, people will be able to choose more than one option out of 5 or 6 you are giving them. Well, now we've already got 4 questions and we have included each of the different formats you can use. So now it's time for you to see what your form looks like. So if you click here, you will be able to see the form in the same way people will see it when you send it to them. And you can even complete the questionnaire. So you will be able to see what happens when people submit their answers. And I want you to see how with this type of question you can only choose one option. You see? And with this one, however, you can choose as many options as you want. Now I'm gonna show you how you can make other small changes, like changing the format, changing the color, or adding an image. Of course, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but your form will look much nicer if you add a little bit of color to it. Once you've finished with all your questions, it's time for you to send it to as many people as you want. So click to send and copy the link of your form. This is the link you have to copy, and you can even make it shorter. And now you click copy and go to your Gmail account. Write the subject of the survey. Copy the link so people can click on it. And then explain again to people why you are sending them the form, and ask them to please devote 5 minutes to complete it. When you are going to send something to many people, always choose to do it with blind copy. So that way you are not sharing your contacts with everybody, because there might be someone who doesn't like it. And that's it. The last thing you have to do, and very important, is to go to settings and unclick this checkbox here, because otherwise only people with an account in ESOTO will be able to access the questionnaire. So do not forget to leave this like this. And also limit the number of responses to just one. Save it. You got it. There is a way for you to see what your survey will look like when people start sending you their answers. And the way of doing so is by doing the survey yourself, as you did before. You have to answer all the questions, and then you have to send the survey. If you go back to your form, you will see that you already have an answer. And you see how you can check every single question one by one. And that's all. Now it's time for you to practice.